is it?
Oh, crap.
I think it's this one.
It's our new opening.
That's not me. All right, quit jacking around.
All right.
Here we go.
Welcome back to another episode of the Merge Feast. I'm Blake, back with Logan and Brandon. What's up, guys?
What's going
What
on?
up?
Had a nice, relaxing week off. Logan and I spent a long weekend in Colorado, so back home and ready to get back to talking Survivor. So, but before we kind of jump into kind of our main thing to talk about this week, Logan and I played Survivor, the board game.
Card game.
There's no board.
No board.
So yeah, played that with my family.
Snowboard.
My wife, Logan's wife, my parents, and all I'm gonna say is I'm perfect at the game. I've played twice and I've won twice, so someone's coming for your throne, Brandon.
So I've played once and I took third, but so if you've played twice and you played twice with Logan. So if you played twice and won twice, Logan, what's going on?
So, this most recent one, I was voted out first. First tribal got person voted out. And so, next tribal thinking, hey, my parents are just playing for the first time. I'm not going to vote anybody out. Not necessarily, just they're getting into it. Not a big deal. And went home pretty quick. So I hung around on the jury for quite a while.
You sat there for like an hour and a half.
I did indeed. But it was fun. I mean, the first time we played the game, it was a lot of fun. This one was definitely different, obviously.
You
but
are miserable. I can tell.
it was fine. No, but yeah, it's definitely a fun game. Blake played very well both games that we have played together, but trust me, next time we play, he will not be winning.
So what's your strategy, Tony? That's you.
Me?
Two-time winner.
Okay.
Yeah.
Keep up, Blake. Come on. It's like you've never watched this show.
I wasn't sure which Tony you were talking about.
Not Tony the Tiger.
Tony.
You just gotta rely on people. Be willing to give information, and I don't know. You just
Wow.
get good, kid.
So did you vote Logan out? Did you write his name down?
The first time I did. So he was he kept eyeballing my number one alliance member, and after like the
And I
first
don't know
round-
about that one, but okay.
You can disagree, but so switch the vote at the last minute. Just at first, just say, "Hold on here, don't come for my person," and then it kind of all deflected off of me, and ended up riding with Sydney until the end, until I had to cut her loose in order to make it to final two, and went up to final two against my dad, and ended up pulling it out. So can't give away all my secrets because there's some spoilers in the game, but
So obviously your dad's not here. What was his gameplay? How did he get to the end?
As he would say, Blake.
what?
I mean, whenever he was talking about it, he would say that he played loyal to the people that he said he'd be loyal to.
Except, and I don't mean this in a bad way, but he was doing a really good job of kind of playing dumb on well, I don't know what this card does, and even before the day before we were playing dice, and he was like, I just don't understand this, and what do you mean? And he very clearly understood, and part of it was to get a rise out of us, but like he kept saying that he never voted against Jessica, my wife. And she was like, I thought we were working together, but you made it difficult for me to be able to tell. Like I couldn't tell because you were like subtle jabs and taking little shots there, but it was more to throw people off, and then I don't think his alliance members could genuinely trust that he was being loyal to them. But yeah, I don't know. He went to the final two with not having a single person voted out, so it's pretty impressive.
He did play well. But
Yeah, you would know what playing well means.
hey, I mean, I watched the entire gameplay intently, so
It's true.
That's
No,
fair.
it was a lot of fun. And at one point, I think there were four of us left, and like I went and talked in a separate room with every single person, and then at one point there was three of us, and then there was just like two flopping back and forth, and it was like, oh my gosh. And you start to realize really quickly, like, this is just a card game, but I can't imagine being in the game thinking like, I just promised everybody that I would work with them, and I could literally see a path forward with any of them. What the heck do I do? I have to make a choice one way or the other, and like, this is stressful when there's not even there's not $10 on the line, which that might not be a bad idea. Put some money on the line next time, but
no thank you.
no money on the line. It's just a card game that takes an hour and a half. But I can't imagine it being real life. And I'm playing with people that I know. So it's like, okay, I know I can trust them, but I don't know that I can trust them. And so
Yeah.
it just really put it into perspective. I was like, I don't know. I was sitting there stressed. I'm like, what am I doing? I can't imagine being on an island, starving, cranky, and having to figure out who's lying and who's telling the truth.
So yeah, overall though, pretty awesome game.
It is.
And
Fantastic game. And
really well designed.
Blake said it the other day, but Brandon, we need to have a game night with all six of us and play
Take third
Survivor.
place. I'll do it. I'll have to come in with a different strategy than I did last time, but I won't tell you what my old strategy was. I might
Well,
have already told you what it was. I don't
Now
know.
you know Blake, so
I tried to strong arm people a few times, but got me third place. So
Yeah.
nice.
I think, and this may be too difficult to do, but I think it would be cool if they ended up coming out with some sort of expansion pack. Being able to only play with 6 people is great, but it'd be fun to get like 10 people together. Like,
yeah,
I just don't know that you could do it the way it's set up now. But
I mean, in theory, I guess you could just buy another game and just add more of the cards together based on how many people you have.
yeah. I think or if you could figure out a way, you could add. I guess you could add your own contestants,
yeah,
but you'd have to add tribe colors as well.
That's true.
So it'd be pretty DIY, but doable.
no, it'd be cool. I going from 4 people the first time we played to 6 people, it definitely drug the game out. We were also playing with 2 people who hadn't ever played before, so that kind of drug it out a little bit. But
Yeah,
I don't know. I can just imagine 10, 12 people getting together for, somebody's birthday and whipping it out for 3 hours and just grinding Survivor card game would be awesome.
It's definitely a lot of fun.
So that being said, if you're listening to this and you haven't played or purchased the game, definitely check it out.
yeah. Agreed.
So kind of the big thing that happened this week in the Survivor world is the season 49, or I don't know why I was going to say 24, Golly, I'm living in the past.
You want to know something better than 24?
That's a long time ago.
25.
So season 49 premiere was announced, and it is September 24th, Wednesday. Is that correct?
That's why you were going to say 24.
That's right.
Yep.
There you go.
You're in my head now.
Mm-hmm.
It's scary.
Yeah, it is scary in there. There's really not much going on.
Okay.
Got him.
But yeah, 2 months from tomorrow, we'll have season 49. It's crazy. It's coming up quick.
Excited.
So, but kind of wanted to ask you guys, we've talked about it a little bit off and on over the weeks, but is there anything that you guys really want to see or really don't want to see in season 49?
You know, I'm going to kick it back to you, Blake, because I think you have a really good answer for this, and I'd love to explore it.
Okay. So, as much as I love a good Kumbaya session, last season was fun. It's good, feel-good moments. I really enjoyed it. But I'm ready to see more of a villain cast. And doesn't even have to be the entire cast. And doesn't even have to be villain in, like, you know, the Russell kind of way. Like, I don't necessarily need to have that side of it, but I want somebody who's going to come in and ruffle some feathers. I think Q may have been a good example of that, but I don't know if that was all intentional or if it was just a little bit of crazy, respectfully. But I want to see a little bit more of that. And after coming off of the feel good season of last season, I think it would be a good shift and kind of a good change of pace before we go to season 50, where we have a bunch of returning people, because that's going to be a style of its own. And I don't know. So I want to see somebody come in and just ruffle feathers.
I like that. I think that, like you said, it's something that's needed. Last season was different, which was great, but definitely something that was needed. And I kind of want to piggyback off of that a little bit. I was kind of thinking of wanting to see more blindsides. I don't know if we feel like we've seen a ton recently. I mean, there's definitely a couple, but wanted to see some really good blindsides of just not expecting it whatsoever. And I feel like sometimes that can come from the villain side or somebody ruffling some feathers there.
Yeah. I think, both of those are good. I think coming off of the feel good Kumbaya, as you said, season, we don't need to go completely to the other side, obviously. Which that could be a mess. Could be entertaining. But definitely, I mean, when you think of Survivor, and I still think it's one of the weirdest things that Jeff said that, we don't really want villains anymore. Because when you think of Survivor, typically the first players that come to your head are villains. Boston Rob, Tyson, Russell, Richard Hatch, several others. I don't want it to be somebody that's like, I'm going to come in and be a villain. I want it to be organic.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's a big key. I think you have somebody like Rome that I think that came into the game with the intention of being a villain, and it just wasn't received well. So somebody that's kind of their natural game. I think a Q is a good example of the more recent, or another Jesse type player.
Yeah.
Somebody in that realm. And then, more blindsides, more kind of cutthroat play.
Mm-hmm.
I know it's easy to compare to last season because that's one we just watched, but I know the nature of that season and how it played out, and there wasn't a lot of people that were willing to jump ship, which is actually kind of plays into what I want to see. I think something that the new era in general has been lacking. I'm trying to figure out how to phrase this because I don't want to say that people go there and don't care whether or not they win, but I want players that are there that want it and it doesn't matter what happens. They want to be the sole survivor. They want the $1 million, and they're going to do whatever it takes to get there, and they're going to fight for it. They're not going to go down without giving it everything they've got. Like, I think, like, I want to see somebody like in Mitch's situation. Hey, we're voting you out tonight. I don't want to see you go, oh, all right, it was fun. I want to see you start fighting, start getting people to turn against each other, make something happen. I want to see you go, and you're not voting me out. I'm dumping water on your fire. Now what are you going to do? Like, that's what I want. I want somebody to fight for it. I think there's too much. I'm just happy to be here. I'm here for this personal growth journey, which is great, but let's get back to winning at all costs. That's what I want in 49.
Yeah, it seems like, especially because last season was so not that, and it was, I mean, as great of a story as Joe and Eva was, it was, hey, I'm taking this person as far as I possibly can, even if it's a detriment to my game. Like, cool. Like, again, kumbaya.
Feel good. Great story. Yeah.
But I want to see more. And I think this is where the game kind of changed for me over the course of 2 seasons. And I think Genevieve was the example there. She started out like an emotional robot. I'm not bringing emotion into this. I'm not like getting involved in like, you know, those feel good moments and getting to know these people. It is clearly strategic. I am out here for me and nothing else. And then she kind of shifted there at the end when she realized like, okay, that can't be the only part of my game. And it kind of shifts into like, oh, I need to really care and get to know these people. And I'm missing that social side. But it almost like steered too much into that, and then going from that where she ended her season in 47 to season 48, it was like, whoa, that was a drastic shift in the game. And I don't know that she was the reason why. I think that season probably aired or was season 48 was probably recorded before 47 aired.
Yeah.
So it's not like they got to see that, but there was very clearly a shift in the game there, and I'm ready to see it go back to the more like cutthroat, all about me.
Do what you have to do to get yourself to the end, even if it has to.
It's weird because I don't necessarily like that kind of person in real life who is like, it's all about me and how am I going to get ahead and, you know, step on the little guy, but in a game like Survivor, I want to see more of that. You don't have to be just like somebody that I hate to watch, but give us some pizzazz, ruffle some feathers. Like let's do something.
Yeah.
And I don't know.
So I think for me, and I know that a lot of people have Boss and Rob fatigue, like they're tired of him. And I don't necessarily, I'm not saying we need to see Boss and Rob play Survivor again. I think that chapter is over, but I think he is the perfect Survivor player and the type of Survivor player that I prefer to watch, where he's got kind of this Godfather-esque aura about him. He goes into Survivor All-Stars with friends that he's made in the Survivor family. They all kind of have these agreements, and he gets in the game and he's like, cutthroat, I'm doing this. I don't care. I'm getting to the end. It doesn't matter what happens. Same thing with Redemption Island. He's running this very tight camp, runs a buddy system, villain-esque, but almost kind of an anti-hero. Is that probably a good way to describe him?
Yeah, absolutely.
He's not necessarily good, but you're rooting for him.
Yeah.
So
I think same way with Tyson. Tyson's another really good example of that. I'm like, hey, I can be just kind of a chill dude, but I'll stab you in the back the first chance I get.
Yep.
Like, and I don't know. Yeah. Like you said from the beginning, the first 5 or 6 names that come to mind when I think about some of the Survivor greats is that kind of, you know, archetype.
Yeah, so I don't know. I don't know if Survivor 49, especially since Survivor 48 was, I would say, universally panned. I don't know if we have back-to-back seasons where it's feel good 48 and then 49 is just an extension of 48. I think the Survivor fandom would go a little bit crazy if that happened. So I hope that we do get that change, because you definitely don't want 2 seasons in a row kind of killing people's excitement, and when you want to be building momentum into Survivor 50.
Yeah, for sure.
Doesn't seem like it seems further away than it really is. I'm like, I didn't realize it was only 2 months. Like,
Yeah,
but I'm super excited for it.
Yep.
coming up quick.
Yeah, I'm thinking in the next month or so we'll get Survivor or the 49 cast release and cast bios, and we'll have a couple of episodes to do there. Do some analysis, maybe get back to the draft.
Okay.
I like it.
Yeah.
Is there like a Survivor fantasy?
I bet there is, yeah.
Be kind of cool.
Oh, there absolutely is. Yeah.
Blake, it
Played
was
one season.
You know, Angela at work, like she was talking about the one with Big Brother. She said
That's
she does them, or they, whatever site she uses does it with everything.
Yeah, it's probably, I played it, I think I played 46. It's pretty easy to do.
We should do that, or maybe have like a one that listeners can join in on. That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah. Yeah, we could do that.
Yeah, have to look at that.
Nice. Well, cool. Well, that's really all I've got for this week, unless you guys have anything else.
Nope. Nope, just some I mean, we're counting down the days. It's the off season, trying to get through it, and got a little bit of news, so get to dream about 49 a little bit.
Absolutely. Well, 2 months away, and definitely be back before then. So make sure you tune in the next several weeks. And yeah, anything you want us to talk about, or any thoughts, ideas, anything like that, definitely reach out via email, comment, all that stuff. You know where to find us. Usual places everywhere, including Threads, which I don't know who uses Threads right now, but we are there as well. So
We are on Threads.
oh, perfect. Well, I appreciate you guys tuning in, and go ahead and say goodbye, Logan.
Goodbye, Logan.